these are your evening headlines for October 6th, 2025, right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jill Clary. The Utah State University Athletic Department is getting a Rexburg native as their next athletic director. The Aggies hired Cameron Walker on September 21st, which also happened to be his daughter's 18th birthday, and that call made the day even more special. Walker is a Madison High School graduate and has lived, worked, and gone to school in several places, including going to law school at the University of Arkansas, spending 6 years at Utah Valley University and the past 4.5 years at Tennessee. With everywhere Walker has been, he still has high praise for the Rexburg area that helped raise him.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better experience growing up. We were, safe place, great community, great people that truly cared about you and were invested in you, from teachers to coaches to other parents, local business owners, all of it. I think they care about the community, they care about the youth of the community, and it was a tremendous place to grow up. Enjoyed my time there a lot.
Walker and Utah State share the same vision when it comes to developing the Aggies' many athletic programs, so when the opportunity to be in Logan came his way, Walker couldn't pass it up.
I wanted to go to some place where it matters, but that I felt like I could have an impact and change things for the better. In visiting with Utah State, it was clear they want the same thing I do, which is to grow this and develop it and build it over time. To have that opportunity at a place where close to, where I grew up, close to family, those opportunities are rare.
Walker says Utah State's potential is limitless and is hoping to win as much as possible.
The potential is really limitless. I think we can get to compete for championships within that conference and be competitive across all of our sports, which those that know me know I'm incredibly competitive, whether we're playing basketball or volleyball or checkers. I hate to lose. And so if we're going to do it, we want to win.
Walker has one main goal when it comes to improving Aggie athletics.
I think I've got a great bunch of head coaches, and I'm thrilled to work with each and every one of them and look for the ways to remove the obstacles and put them in position to be as successful as they can. I'm always probably going to be fans of all of them, but want to help them win championships and help them be their best.
To listen to our interview with Cameron Walker, follow the BYU-Idaho Radio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thousands of mourners of all ages are saying their farewells to President Russell M. Nelson, the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, who recently passed away. He led the church since January of 2018 before his death on Saturday, September 27th, at the age of 101. Today's public viewing is at the Conference Center at Temple Square on the 3rd floor in the Hall of the Prophets, where bronze busts of each of the church presidents line the walls. Many people who attend said the moment felt sacred to them. They remembered President Nelson for his kindness and personal ministry. His public funeral is happening tomorrow at noon at the Conference Center. You can listen to it live right here on BYU-Idaho Radio. Rexburg City Council elections are coming up November 4th. Hannah Hanneberg sat down with Alisha Tiejen to discuss what she hopes to bring to the position. Here's an excerpt from their interview.
Could you tell me a bit about your background and how it led to you running for City Council?
I came to Rexburg 23 years ago as a student to BYU-Idaho, and I married a local boy, and we raised our family here, and we both graduated from BYU-Idaho. I graduated with a degree in history and political science and family studies, we've just raised our family here, and I love this town. About 2016, I started volunteering at the Museum of Rexburg as a history research kind of person, and then after that, they hired me to do that part-time, and then I was made the curator, and then so I've been the curator since 2019, and by doing that, I've learned so much about Rexburg and their history and their power of overcoming hard things and the resilience and just so many things that have just made me come to really appreciate Rexburg and all that they do. And because I've been, I work at the museum, I'm also under city staff, so I've learned a lot about how the city budgets work and how the city staff meetings work and all those things, and so as it came up to do the election, I just felt like I might have a very unique voice because I've been a student, been a full-time resident, been city staff. I'm on a whole bunch of committees for the Tabernacle and the History Preservation Commission and historical buildings. So I've had to do a lot of different things with a lot of different people, and I work really well with others. And so I felt like this was a good good move for me to be able to help better represent Rexburg.
What message do you have for voters as we approach Election Day?
I love this town, and I really would try to be neutral. I really feel that as a city council member, I should be neutral on all of the things that are coming up, and then just represent what the city wants. It shouldn't be my pet projects that I want to have come forward. It should be more, what does the city want? What does the residents want? What things would they want to have go forward, instead of just, this is what I think is best. It's what does the community want?
To listen to the full interview with Tiejen, visit BYU-Idaho Radio's podcast on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. These have been your BYU-Idaho Radio evening headlines for October 6th, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. More news, interviews, and great content are available on our podcast feed. Search for BYU-Idaho Radio on your favorite podcast apps. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. For BYU-Idaho Radio, I'm Jill Clary.